Hi everyone, today we're going to do a little routine using some weighted balls. The balls are obviously optional. If you haven't got any weighted balls, don't worry, you could use normal hand weights or a couple of cans of baked beans. We're actually going to do a little bit of rolling with the weighted balls, so a couple of cans of beans or tomatoes would do the same thing. It would just give you something to push away from you or just to hold in your hands. But as I say, they are optional. But it just gives you a few ideas of what you can do using the balls. So just gentle warm up to get you going. So feet hip width distance, knees soft, and stand tall. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And a couple of shoulder shrugs to take your shoulders back and down. Bringing your pelvis into neutral. Gauge your tummy, pelvic floor, and nice deep breaths. And just take a few seconds to stand tall, allowing your spine to lengthen and your shoulders to relax. Then gently turn the head from side to side, moving smoothly and slowly. And back to the center, chin to the chest. And back up, okay, down again. And back up, moving into your shoulders, so rolling them forward, both together. And change direction. Adding the arms, breathe in and out. And change direction. Breathe in and out, keeping the shoulders down and the body still. So just your basic warm up to get everything moving. Lovely. Into side bends. So just sliding one hand down the side of the thigh and back up, and repeat to the other side. Use your head tilted gently towards the shoulder. And imagine you're just trying to reach down, scratch the side of your knee. So getting that lateral flexion into your spine. Last one. And back. Excellent. Feet a little bit wider. Just bend the knees and rotate the pelvis round. So little hip circles, but getting as much tilt into the pelvis as you can. And change directions. This is really good for helping improve SI joints, so if they can be a bit clicky or a bit tender, this is really good movement to do to help strengthen. And back to the center. Keep the feet wide, turn them out. So if my feet are out in second position, the toes are pointing out, so I've opened up the front of the hips, lengthen up through the spine, then just bend your knees and straighten. Breathe out as you bend, in as you straighten. Avoid leaning forward if you can. So try and keep your shoulders above your hips. Breathe out to bend, in to straighten. Push the knees over the toes. So the toes are pointing out the way, not too wide and not too much out to the side, otherwise you lose your balance. But try not to stick your bum out behind. So if I do it sideways, you'll see that my shoulders stay more or less above my hips. I'm not doing a squat, which would be that movement. This is quite precise. You have to use your tummy, tuck your tail under to hold and control that. So that's got me nicely warmed up. So we're just going to do a few roll downs before we go down onto the floor. Feet hip width distance, knees soft, tummy in. Breathe in as you breathe out, slowly down. Take your time with your roll downs. Let your head hang. Let your arms relax and hang. And just go as far as you can. Breathe in and a long breath out to slowly come back up to standing. And repeat. Take your time with these. This is all about mobilizing your spine. If the back's been a little bit achy or a bit tight, this is a fab exercise to do, just to loosen it up. If you've been sitting at the computer a long time, again, it's a fab exercise to do. We like to do it in the shower in the morning. Okay, let's add a squat and a stretch this time. So as you get down, bend your knees a lot more. hands to the floor if possible. Stay there and then just straighten the legs carefully. So stretching the hamstrings. Keep the legs straight if you can. Long breath out to pull yourself up. Remember, always breathing out as you mobilize your spine, to protecting the spine and getting your abs to support you. Soften the knees and repeat. A long breath out into that squat. Try not to let the heels lift. Press the tailbone to the ceiling into the stretch. Hold, much easier second time round. Breath out and pull yourself slowly back up. And last time. So into squat, into stretch, and hold the stretch. You could wrap your hands around your ankles, gently pull to increase the stretch. So you've got your legs straight, just put your hands around your ankles and gently pull. Now I'm going to go forward onto the floor into plank. You can come onto hands and knees then into plank, or you can just walk your hands forward, drop the hips down to find that plank position, and hold and breathe. Try not to drop your chin, put a little bit of pressure through the heels and aim for that diagonal line from the shoulders through the hips to your heels. Hold and breathe. And release by pressing your tailbone to the ceiling and your heels down to the floor. And then bend your knees and rest into child pose. Now we're going to come forward onto your front using the weighted balls. I've got the green ones this morning. The green ones are 1 kilo each. So you could use a can of baked beans to roll, one under each hand, if you haven't got any weighted balls. So forehead down, legs turned out. So if you turn them out, point your toes, and then just rest your fingers lightly on the balls. Elbows level with your armpit. Gauge your tummy. Now without pressing into the balls, breathe out and lift the chest, head and shoulders. Squeeze your bum and breathe in lower. And again, lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And one more. And down. Now I'm going to use the balls a little bit more. This time, lift into your swan dive. Hold. Then roll the balls away, or cans, roll them back and lower back down. Focus on keeping your shoulders back and down. So breathe out, lift, breathe in, roll, breathe out, come back, and breathe in, lower. And number 3. So not a big range of movement with the ball. Focus on keeping the shoulders drawing down. And then relax. So we're going to repeat that, making it a little bit harder this time. Make sure the balls are underneath your palms. Spread your fingers and thumbs, and you're going to lift the ball. So a little bit harder. If it's too much, go back to the previous option. So lift the balls as you lift the head and shoulders. Extend your arms. Bring them back and lower. Oh, not easy to do and talk at the same time. So I'm going to try it again without talking. And 2 more times. Tough, I know. It is tempting to stick your chin out. Try not to. Keep tucking it in. Last time. relax it down. Well done. Release your back. So into cat stretch. Arching the spine, tucking in the chin and your tailbone. Slowly take the stretch the other way. So letting the tummy drop, lift the chin, look up. Arching again. And once more, just let the tummy drop and look up. Okay, coming into a sitting position. Just angle the camera back a wee bit, that's better. So we're going to do a little bit of rolling. Now the rolling back is for mobilizing your spine. We have done little bits of it. Avoid it if you do suffer from high blood pressure. So for rolling, this time we're going to start balancing. So you might have done this with Amy and some of her intermediate stuff or advanced. I only went as far as starting with the feet on the floor in the improver session. This course of 6 classes that I did. So this time we're going to start in a balanced position. So try and find your sacrum, toes together, knees apart. Find the C shape into your spine, tuck your chin in. Breathe in as you breathe out, roll. Back up and hold. Use your tummy, try not to put your feet back onto the mat. And again, roll. And hold. So real deep core muscles, you need to control the balance. And roll. Hold. Whoop, nearly lost that one. And one more. That's it. So you're rolling along your spine. Try not to use your head to create the momentum or your legs to bring you back up. Now we're going to add the weighted balls or cans, baked beans, whatever you've got. Hold your elbows each side of your knees. As you roll, we're going to do an open windows movement. So breathe in, breathe out, roll, and hold, and roll, and hold, and roll, hold, one more, and hold. Excellent. Pop the balls down, hug the knees and roll back down and stay there. Wonderful. So we're going to then reach for the balls again. Bring your legs into tabletop. Try not to put them down on the floor. Try and keep it going. Lift and hold and go straight into single leg stretch. Breathe out to extend, in to bring it back. Roughly 8 to 10 on each side. And then relax. And hug the knees in tight. And stretch out. Oh, lovely. Now we're going to move into a side kick using the weighted balls. So the weighted balls is going to make you use your inner thigh a little bit more. Just going to readjust the camera a wee bit, that's better. So I want you to be able to see my feet. We're going to pop one weighted ball between your ankles. Now it should balance quite nicely. Unfortunately, you can't do this with ordinary hand weights or even a can of baked beans, but if you have made your own weights out of bags of rice or sugar, you probably could get the bag to settle nicely into your heel. These are made of contained sand, so it would do the same, sugar would act the same thing. Hand onto the floor in front, other weighted ball within reach. Now you can prop your head up like this, or you can lie down. I can manage quite well on this side, so I'm going to prop my head up. Hand on the floor near your weighted ball. Now you've got a hold of the other weighted ball between your heels, squeeze your legs together and lift and hold. Now take the other weighted ball once you've got your balance to your thigh. reaching the hand down towards your thigh, your knee, sorry, and then take the ball up over your head. Lengthen and stretch. So you're holding one weighted ball up towards the ceiling, the other one between your ankles. Now try not to rotate the bottom leg in or out, and see if you can balance the weighted ball on your heel and lift the top leg up and down. 10 times if you can. Doesn't need to be massive. I'm more concerned about you holding the position, so balancing and keeping that bottom leg lifted. But if the ball keeps falling off, you're letting your leg rotate out or in, so it depends which direction the ball rolls. So try and keep it as still as you can. Excellent. Lost count, so we'll just do another couple. Then hold the balls together again between your heels, bring your arm down and relax it down. Well done. Give that leg a little bit of a rest. Give it a rub if necessary. Well done. Quite a tricky one, that. Let's do the same on the other side. So same again, pop the weighted ball between your heels, stretch your legs out. Oh, forgot the other one. Head can be propped up or lie down. I'm going to do the easier option on this side, it's always a wee bit tighter. So making sure you've got that ball balancing in that little dip just below your ankle bone. Lightly squeeze and lift both legs and hold. Reach for the other ball, take it to your thigh. Slide it down a bit towards your knee, so drawing the shoulder down, and then take it up above the shoulder. Okay, concentrate on the feet. Get the balance, don't let the ball drop, and lift and lower 10 times. Much more challenging for me on this side, and I'm sure you'll be the same. You'll find one side easier than the other. Try and keep that ball still. So again, just check your leg is not rotating in or out. So the ball should sit nicely in that little dimple into the side of your heel underneath your ankle bone. And 2 more. Last one. And then bring it down. And relax. Excellent. Relax the leg forward, always give the hip a little bit of a rub. If necessary, just to relax the muscles. After all, that's quite a toughie. Excellent. Okay, let's roll back onto your back for a knees to chest stretch. So hug the knees in tight. Oh, that feels good. Okay, hands in the backs of the knees and roll back up into sitting. I'm not doing very well with the camera today. There we go, that's better. Excellent. Now, I'm going to do some roll-ups. If you find that roll-ups are your nemesis and you really struggle with them, having a weighted ball, one in each hand, can make a difference. You can do this with hand weights, your homemade weights, or again, cans of baked beans. So legs together, arms out in front. So we're going to curl the spine, just like you did for your rolling back. Roll all the way down. Take your arms over your head, but circle the arms out into crucifix position. Tuck in the chin, press the back into the floor, reach the balls forward, peel yourself off the mat, and stretch into spine stretch. Back up to sitting. Down you go again. Control it if you can. Balls over, circle out, tuck in the chin, reach, breathe out, come up into sitting and forward into spine stretch. Back up to sitting, down again. I tend to recommend we do 5 roll-ups. Remember, it's about control, precision, which means quality. So don't try and do 10 to 15 roll-ups if they're not very good. You're better to do 5 properly, because you start to get tired, especially when you do them properly. You get tired after about 5 or 6. Even number 5 can be tricky. Okay, circle around, tuck in the chin, peel up, and forward into stretch. Okay, come out of it. I'm just going to take the feet a little bit wider. Put your weighted balls down, arms out in front, and then stretch forward. And release. And again, stretch forward. And release. Excellent. Okay, let's pop the balls underneath your feet for your bridges. So we're going to make sure the balls are in your insteps. You could do this for cans of beans or whatever kind of cans you've got. I wouldn't try it with your made up weights of rice or sugar, just in case they burst. But unfortunately you can't do it with weighted balls. If you've got a roller, you could do it with a roller. So it's just your normal bridge, hands by your side, and then peel up into bridge. Very important to do bridge whether you've got anything underneath your feet or not. After all that rolling that we've done, just so that we're bending your spine back the opposite way. So just your basic bridge. Keep the balls quite close to your feet, to your hips as you come up, otherwise you'll get cramp into your hamstrings. And roll it down slowly and back. Excellent. Oh, feels so much better. Let's do one more. And bring your arms back at the end. Excellent. Now we're going to come back up and hold, and then we're going to roll one ball away and bring it back. Watch out for cramp in your hamstrings. So back up into bridge. Arms can be here or over your head, your choice. Then roll the ball out. Draw it back, change feet. So aim for 3 or 4 on each side. Now focus is keeping your pelvis still. Whoops, a little bit of a wiggle there. And trying to keep your alignment. So not letting your hips swing off to the side. So that's 3. Oop, lost the ball there. And 4. Hips nice and high. And 5. And roll down slowly. Whew. And bring the arms back. Excellent. Okay. Knees to chest stretch or hip flexor stretch. You can use your weighted balls for your hip flexor stretch, like you would do with the roller. Just slip them underneath to support your pelvis, gives you a little bit more height, just to increase that stretch in here. Hold and breathe. Change legs. Do love that stretch, especially when you've got something underneath you. It just gives you that little bit extra pull into your psoas muscle and can ease off an achy back. So quite nice to do. Excellent. Okay, let's take the weighted balls out. Now we're going to do some stretches to finish off. So come up into a sitting. These are the sort of intermediate stretches. You might have done some of these from Amy's routines. Sit with your legs nice and wide, and then sit up tall. Flex your feet. Push the legs out as wide as you can. This is where you're looking for that stretch. If you get enough of a stretch, just stay there. If you want to increase it, try and hinge at the hips and lean forward. So you're aiming to get your back just to hinge forward, keep it straight rather than bend. Now on a good day, you might get your elbows to the floor. If you're very flexible, you might get your head down. I have seen people be able to lie along the floor. And then just breathe into it. So deep breaths. And with each breath out, you should find you go out a little bit further. Now, if you can hold it for a good 20 seconds or so, even 30 seconds, if you hold it long enough, you can often feel your body give. So it's like, no, 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 oh, all right then. And you feel that you just go that little bit further. There you go. Now I'm right down. Elbows are onto the mat. And hold. Don't worry if you can't get anywhere near this. It doesn't matter. As long as you're feeling the stretch here. You might even get a nice stretch into the lower back. Keep your chin tucked in though. Watch you don't stick your chin out. Oh, that's good. And then walk out of it slowly. Excellent. Now bend one leg in, turn your body, stretch up, and then lie along that leg. Grab hold of your foot and pull. Hold again. And come out of it slowly. Turn the other way and then do a side bend. So you're looking towards the opposite knee. See if you can reach your heel and pull. And then release. And obviously other side. So bring the foot in, twist towards that leg, arms up, lift up out of the hips as you fold yourself along the leg. Grab your foot and pull. If you can't reach your foot, just grab your ankle, your calf or your knee. Obviously, if you prefer, you can do the stretches using the band or magic circle, your choice. Try and keep this knee down, don't let it lift. So you're getting a stretch into the hip, so it's going right into piriformis there. And walk back up, arms out, twist, and then over again, side stretch. So reaching for your foot again and gently pull. And release. So again, deep breaths. Soles of the feet together. Pull your heels towards you and press your knees down. Now, if you can, you could put your elbows and press down. My arms are too short, so I just have to pull my feet in and push my knees down. So you're aiming to get your knees as flat as possible. Again, you're feeling the stretch into here, but just a little bit further round. This is the one our ballet teachers used to make us do, forever and a day. But it really does help open up the hips, opens up the lower back as well, which is quite nice. Don't be tempted to force your knees down though. If you can use your elbows and press, or even if you can sit up, you could do that, but only very gently, don't push too hard. Okay, then come out of it, cross your ankles and lean forward. And change feet. So again, you're getting into the hips. Again, hold for about 20 seconds. And come out of it gently. Excellent. Okay, turn sideways. Legs parallel, arms out, lift up out of the hips, fold yourself forward again, grab hold of the feet or ankles and pull, focusing on the hamstrings this time, so press the backs of the knees down, so feeling the stretch right up the backs of your legs. Back should feel a lot looser now, and then roll gently all the way down to your mat for your full body stretch. Pull up the toes, push your back into the floor as you stretch. Lovely. And relax. Have your few minutes relaxation. You'll feel the benefit for it. That's a good half-hour session to put in. It's been quite challenging using the weighted balls. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel. If you haven't done so already, you just need to click the button below. There's lots and lots of videos to choose from on our channel now, ranging from hip exercises, lower back exercises, arms and shoulders, lots of stretching at all levels. Take care everyone, and hopefully we will see you very soon. Bye now.